This video will just answer the question of what is the best ISO for wedding photography. If you want to dive deeper into wedding photography, camera settings, check out the other video. What you want is the lowest ISO possible that won't compromise your aperture or shutter speed. The reason you want a low ISO is that the lower your ISO, the more dynamic range you have in your images, meaning the more you can bring back shadows or bring out highlights and really create the kind of image that you want to create in post-production or shoot in high contrast situations where there's darks and lights. That dynamic range is really powerful in helping create the image that you want. The higher the ISO gets, you start to lose that. And then as you get even higher, your images might get grainy and lower quality in that respect. But as your ISO gets higher, you have more flexibility with your shutter speed and your aperture. And so you'll decide what you want to compromise based on the overall result of the photo and how they all interplay together. Luckily, with new cameras, there's some really great cameras with high ISO capabilities, meaning you can shoot in pretty low light at high ISO without compromising too much of your dynamic range or having the image be too grainy. Even so, it's best to shoot at a lower ISO in order to achieve more of that dynamic range. So when you walk into a room, you can look left, you can look right, you can look at the brightest, you can look at the darkest area, and then choose an ISO that will be a good balance for all of those. As you move around the room and adjust your shutter speed won't get too slow, resulting in motion blur. And so a lot of times I'll set my ISO based on the limitation of a given room and what shutter speed I'm trying to avoid going beneath, because you don't want to go beneath a certain shutter speed unless you're intentionally trying to create motion blur. I hope that helps. I look forward to hearing your question in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and all of that.